the entertainment world stopped breathing last night. Two of China's brightest stars, Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning, completely broke down during what was supposed to be a celebration. But what triggered this emotional avalanche? The answer will shatter your heart into a million pieces. The gala lights were blazing, the audience was roaring with anticipation, and the cameras were rolling when it happened. Zhao Lusi, known for her radiant smile and infectious energy, suddenly froze mid-sentence. Her lips trembled. Her eyes welled up with tears that she desperately tried to hold back. Then, like a dam breaking under unbearable pressure, she collapsed into uncontrollable sobs right there on the stage. But she wasn't alone in her grief. Standing beside her, the usually composed and charismatic Liu Yuning, whose deep voice has melted millions of hearts, couldn't maintain his composure either. His face crumpled, his shoulders shook, and tears streamed down his cheeks as he reached out to comfort his co-star, only to find himself equally consumed by overwhelming emotion. What could possibly cause two established professionals to lose control so completely in front of thousands of spectators and millions watching at home? The shocking truth involves a name that sends waves of sadness through the entire Chinese entertainment industry. Yu Ming Long. 1 month of unbearable pain. Why can't they move on? It has been exactly 1 month since the tragic passing of Yu Menglong in September 2025, and for Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning, the wound remains as fresh and raw as if it happened yesterday. But why? What made their connection to Yu Menglong so profound that even now, 30 days later, they cannot speak his name without breaking down? The answer reveals a side of the entertainment industry that fans rarely see, a world where bonds forged under the intense pressure of filming, late-night rehearsals, and shared dreams become deeper than family ties. Yu Menglong wasn't just a colleague to these two stars. He was their confidant, their mentor, their brother-in-arms, and according to those close to them, the glue that held together some of the most precious memories of their careers. Industry insiders have revealed shocking details about the night Yu Menglong passed away. Both Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning were reportedly devastated beyond description when they received the news. Sources claim that Zhao Lusi locked herself in her apartment for 3 days, refusing to eat or see anyone, while Liu Yuning canceled all his scheduled appearances and flew immediately to be with Yu Menglong's family. But what the public didn't know until now is that both stars had been in contact with Yu Menglong just hours before his death. They had exchanged messages, made plans to meet, and laughed about future projects they wanted to work on together. The suddenness of his departure left them not just grieving, but haunted by all the unsaid words, the unfulfilled promises, and the brutal reminder that tomorrow is never guaranteed. The controversial question everyone's asking: is this just for show? As videos of Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning's emotional breakdown went viral across social media platforms, accumulating hundreds of millions of views within hours, a darker conversation began to emerge in the comments sections and online forums. Were these tears genuine? Or was this an orchestrated performance designed to generate sympathy and publicity? The question might seem heartless, but in an industry where image is everything and emotions can be commodified, some skeptical netizens couldn't help but wonder if this public display of grief was authentic or strategic. After all, both actors are professionals trained to cry on command, to convey emotions that may not be real, and to captivate audiences with their performances. Could this have been another performance, one played out on the stage of a master of ceremony event, rather than in front of a camera? The controversy intensified when eagle-eyed netizens noticed that both stars have upcoming projects that could benefit from increased public sympathy and attention. Zhao Lusi is set to premiere a new drama next month, while Liu Yuning has a major concert tour launching soon. The timing, some argued, seemed almost too convenient. Why cry now? One popular comment read, garnering thousands of likes: why break down so publicly at this specific event? If their grief was real, wouldn't they mourn privately? Others pointed out that neither star had posted much about Yu Menglong on their social media accounts in the weeks following his death, leading to accusations of hypocrisy. They stay silent for a month and then suddenly cry on stage when the cameras are rolling. Another viral comment questioned, something doesn't add up here. But these cynical takes sparked fierce backlash from fans and colleagues who knew the real story. Fellow actors and directors who had worked with all three of them came forward with emotional statements defending Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning. One director who worked with them on a previous project revealed that both stars had actually been advised by their management companies to avoid speaking publicly about Yu Menglong's death, to protect their mental health and avoid media frenzy. They were told to grieve privately, to not make it about themselves, to respect the family's wishes for privacy, the director explained in a lengthy post. They've been suffering in silence for a month, putting on brave faces for their fans and their work commitments. What we saw on that stage wasn't a performance. It was a dam finally breaking under the weight of suppressed grief. The shocking backstory. What really connected these three stars? To understand why Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning's grief runs so deep, we need to journey back to where it all began. Yu Menglong, Zhao Lusi, and Liu Yuning first crossed paths during the filming of a project that insiders describe as both grueling and transformative. The production faced numerous challenges, from budget constraints to scheduling conflicts, extreme weather conditions during location shoots, and creative differences that threatened to derail the entire endeavor. It was during these difficult months that the three of them formed a bond that would define their relationship for years to come. They weren't just colleagues clocking in and out. They became a support system, a family unit that protected each other from the industry's harsh realities. According to crew members who worked on that project, Yu Ming Long took on an almost protective role over the younger Zhao Lusi, who was still establishing herself in the industry at the time. He would stay up late helping her rehearse difficult scenes, would defend her artistic choices when directors pushed too hard, and would make her laugh when the pressure became overwhelming. He treated her like a little sister, one crew member recalled. There was something pure and beautiful about their friendship. No hidden agendas, no romantic complications, just genuine care and respect. For Liu Yuning, Yu Menglong was something different but equally important. A rival who pushed him to be better, a friend who challenged his assumptions, and eventually, a brother who understood the unique pressures of being a male actor in an industry that can be both rewarding and ruthless. The three of them developed rituals that became legendary among those who worked with them. Late-night hot pot sessions where they would discuss everything from philosophy to their dreams for the future. Group messages where they would share silly jokes, encourage each other before big events, and celebrate each other's victories as if they were their own. During holidays, when many in the industry scattered to their separate lives, these three would often find ways to spend time together, creating memories that now feel both precious and painful to those left behind. One particularly moving story that has recently emerged involves a promise the three of them made to each other during a wrap party after completing a particularly challenging project. They promised that no matter how famous they became, no matter how busy their schedules got, they would always make time for each other. They promised to grow old together in the industry, to support each other's families, to be present for all of life's major moments. Yu Menglong's sudden death at such a young age shattered that promise in the cruelest way possible. What really happened on that stage? A minute-by-minute breakdown. The Master of Ceremony event, where Zhao Lusi and Liu Yuning broke down, was supposed to be a celebration of achievements in the entertainment industry. Both stars had been invited as presenters for a major award category, and everything seemed to be proceeding normally as they walked onto the stage to thunderous applause. Zhao Lusi, dressed in an elegant gown that sparkled under the lights, was smiling and waving to the audience. Liu Yuning, looking sharp in a tailored suit, appeared relaxed and confident. The teleprompter had their scripted remarks ready, the envelope containing the winner's name was in place, and by all accounts, this should have been just another professional appearance on their busy calendars. But then came the moment that changed everything. As they began to read the nominees, one of the nominated projects was revealed to be a work that Yu Menglong had contributed to before his death. The mention of the project's name was apparently enough to trigger a cascade of memories and emotions that neither star was prepared to handle in that moment. Zhao Lusi's voice wavered first. Those watching closely could see her grip tighten on the microphone, her knuckles turning white as she tried to push through the words. She managed to finish reading the nominee's name, but when she tried to continue to the next one, her voice simply gave out. The pause lasted only a few seconds, but to everyone watching, it felt like an eternity. The audience, initially confused, began to realize something was wrong. Liu Yuning, standing beside her, immediately sensed her distress. He reached out to take over the reading, trying to give her a moment to compose herself, but as he looked at her tears beginning to fall, something inside him broke as well. His own voice cracked as he attempted to speak. The words wouldn't come. Instead, what emerged was a sound of pure anguish, a sob that he couldn't suppress no matter how hard he tried. Within seconds, both stars were openly weeping on stage, unable to continue with their duties. The audience sat in stunned silence, unsure how to react. Should they applaud in support? Should they remain quiet to respect their grief? The uncertainty created an atmosphere of collective shock that rippled through the venue. What happened next revealed the true character of the entertainment community. Without any apparent coordination, several other celebrities who were in attendance began to move toward the stage. Some came to offer comfort, others to help the two stars off the stage with dignity, and still others to take over the presentation duties so the show could continue.